If you are a teacher, parent, administrator, student, and/or anyone who loves reconnecting children with nature, and you want to figure out how to cultivate learning gardens and nature-based curriculum, then this is the podcast, the Outdoor Classrooms podcast. My name is Victoria Hackett. I am the founder of Outdoor-Classrooms.com and the Secret Gardens Nature Classes. I love witnessing the magic that happens when children are playfully learning outdoors. Observing the return of wonder and curiosity when children are interacting with nature is pure magic. This is the podcast that is going to help you capture children's interest and give you not only inspiration, but some real life strategies that are going to help you figure out how to use the outdoor space, your outdoor space, as a teaching tool, so you can enlighten the playful learning experience for young children. Welcome to our Outdoor Classrooms community. Hello, everybody. I wanted to talk a little bit about our circle roundtable discussion that we had last night here at Outdoor Classrooms. We do this once a month, and last night we had an incredible blizzard here in Massachusetts and on the East Coast. And today I wanted to discuss and reflect on what happens when educators truly feel like they belong. So I'm going to set the scene here a little bit. I'm setting up my call and everything, and I'm not sure who's going to show up. I'm not sure who has power. I'm not sure of anything, but I'm very grateful and thankful that I have power, and I'm sort of looking out the window, and it's incredible. Snow's coming down, the wind is blowing, and it's a blizzard. It's an East Coast blizzard. And all day the power has been flickering in and out, and you wonder, will anybody come? Will anybody show up? Does it matter? Do these matter that much to our community? Should I reschedule? But it's online. So then someone logs in right at the top of the hour, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Someone logs in. Couldn't believe it. So I'm like, great. One person will have a great discussion. I was so excited. Then another person trickles in. I could not believe it. Truly. Then someone texts, can I still join? I only have 15 minutes. I'm driving. I'm like, what? And they're not on the East Coast. They were in a different state. And then at the very end, this is when it all sort of culminated. At the very end of the call, it was literally, I think we had like 3 minutes left. Someone logged in and she said I wasn't going to log on. And she just said she came in for support, truly. And a tree had just fallen on her outdoor classroom. And she came in, I'm going to start crying. She came in, she'd worked so hard on this outdoor classroom in the last couple months to get it certified, and she was devastated. Everybody was safe. There was obviously no children there because it was later in the day, in the evening, I think. She was devastated. She was outside. I think she was with her dogs. And she came in, and she still came to our call. And she shared her story. We all supported her. We're all in different states, but it just reflects that I don't even have words for it, the essence of this community, of what we are building here in the circle. So I just want you to sit with that. In the middle of a blizzard, that people showed up for our circle roundtable from all over the country. And it didn't matter that they all came at the same time. They came when they could. And it didn't matter if they came for the full hour. It didn't matter if they came for 15 minutes or 3 minutes. They still showed up. And they got what they needed. And they got excited. So I want you to just sit with that. Sit with the weight of that. So I want to talk about what the Circle Roundtable is not. It's not a masterclass. It's not a teaching session. It's not content heavy, and it's not transactional. So we have for our circle members, we have, and even our non-members, we have a one workshop a month, one new workshop topic a month that is part of our membership. That is a workshop. That's 1 hour workshop, and that happens every month. This round table is open-ended. I don't know, what did we talk about last night? We talked about everything from neurodivergent children to a tree falling to the latest books people were reading. It was ever flowing in terms of where people were at and what support people needed. So yes, it was a shared reflection, especially last night. It was a space to exhale. It was laughter. It was a lot of even last night talking about how to work with neurodivergent children and how to get them the resources that they need and how we can do that using nature. So we talked a lot about that last night and using the stories, sharing each other's stories with that. That was amazing. And from those stories, we shared resources and there was deep, deep, deep listening. And I think because we keep showing up for each other in various capacities, so this is the round table, which is very loose. We keep showing up. We show up in many of the same people are going through the Outdoor Classrooms Teacher Certification Program. So that's more content heavy. So they see each other again in that capacity. So in many, many ways, we keep showing up for each other, that we are getting to know each other. And the best part about all of that is that we're building these relationships, that we are planning trips, we're planning to see each other, we're planning to visit each other's programs. And we just had one member come here to the Secret Gardens Outdoor Classroom, and another 2 members are planning from Delaware to come here, and I'm going to Sweden with another member. So it's developing that relationship. And with those relationships, that's what we always talk about, that the most important thing that we're doing in our work is not only to develop relationships with our children, but also with nature and the nature with our children. So that triangle. There's something you can't quite explain about that container. It's not curriculum, it's connection. And that's the most vital. This round table, and again, it just shined through last night, I think, because because of the blizzard just made it so much more prevalent for me. I mean, they all are special, but last night was especially special, I guess. But I guess it was because there was this power of showing up imperfectly. And I don't know if it was me letting go. I don't know what it was, but there was, this is where it gets universal. Some of our members came late, some stayed briefly, some came emotionally shaken, but no one apologized for not being perfect. No one apologized. And the only thing that was offered was, how can we help and how can we support you? And what I found most amazing was these words coming from people that were in different states. We're not in the same area, we're not down the road, we're not neighbors, but we have created such a tight-knit community that, yes, we are the call that they're going to turn to find that support. And I've heard over and over and over, oh, it's such a nice group to fall back on because I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to explain what I do. Here I am. People understand who I am. So the myth that community requires perfection, it does not. The permission to enter messy. Yes, yes, yes. We enter messy. We are messy. The difference between attendance and presence. Come as you are. How rare it is and I think there's that essence of time. Oh, we don't have time, we don't have time. But come when you can. Come for 15 minutes. That 15 the last 3 minutes that one of our members came after her tree fell, I think made a huge difference. And now that we know that, and she's coming again tonight for our mastermind class, for our Gardens That Feed mastermind class, so we will see her again, and having now that we know that that has happened, we can support her even more. Again, it's that relationship. We are all lifting each other up. And how rare it is for educators to have spaces where they are not performing. They can just breathe out. They're not performing. So I just want you to reflect on, we didn't have to show up polished. We showed up human. Our members didn't show up polished. They showed up human. So what happens inside a supportive container? So in our circle membership, that's why I created it, because I was so tired. I was so exhausted from putting all this energy into these 2-hour workshops. I would pack up my car and go and do a 2-hour workshop, and here it was great, and everybody would clap, 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 and very good, Victoria, and then I never knew if it had any impact. And so I would go and I'd pack my bag up and leave, and I never knew, did it make a difference? Did they continue or did they just earn their 2 hours professional development certificate that they needed fulfillment? So that started to drive me crazy after a while. And I wanted to go deeper. I wanted to know that when you went to a workshop or a conference or something, that all that information that you were getting, that it was going to be kind of like a note. It was going to be something that was going to be held over time. And so the only way to do that is to keep revisiting it. So that was the format in terms of the circle membership. We have a workshop, and then we have this container where we call it the Roundtable, where we can just let it all out. We can just talk and chat, and I mean, there's a format. There's not just a free for all. But why does this matter? It matters because the nervous system regulates in community. So this is why educators burn out in isolation. I don't want to get all too deep into this, but there is neuroscience in belonging. And so when we feel like we belong to something, how storms, literal and metaphorical, reveal commitment. So you could say, when one person logs in during a storm, it says something. When many do, it becomes a culture. So we have essentially created a culture inside our circle community that is one of belonging, because we have been tested in the storm, at least for those on the East Coast, that they have logged on, that there is a sense of belonging. And this has been tested because we have these same people that keep coming back, that have proven that they are in our community. And they have been in our community, some of them, for years. So again, just to go back, the nervous system regulates when it's in community. The co-regulation, without being clinical, when we are in isolation, is when educators burn out. So if we're doing it all ourselves, which is what we've been taught, we are going to burn out. So the neuroscience is telling us we need to belong. So that storm, literal and metaphorical, reveal that commitment. When that tree fell, this is your metaphor moment. The tree literally fell on someone's outdoor classroom, one of our members' outdoor classrooms. I mean, it literally makes me cry because she worked so hard on that outdoor classroom. And the mindset shift that she's going to need to make to change things around. I mean, thank goodness no one got hurt and all of that. But exploring the loss, the attachment to our work, the fragility of what we build, how quickly things can change, and yet the choice to still connect. That's amazing. So those metaphor threads, trees fall, seasons shift, outdoor classrooms get rebuilt, community holds steady. So maybe this is what resilience actually looks like. Not pretending nothing happened, but staying connected while it does. I hate when folks have Zoom calls and people just say, "Okay, bye, it's over." And so what I do is I do a closing circle and I have everybody share a closing word. And I think last night my word was serendipity. I feel very much like the people that are in our circle community and even in our outdoor classrooms community, I feel that our paths have come together in serendipity and our work is sacred. The feeling that the paths are crossed for a reason. I mean, the fact that one of our members showed up after this huge tree fell in her outdoor classroom and she showed up 3 minutes before we were about to close to share, to me is like, oh my goodness. The rare experience of like-minded educators, like these incredible educators that are in this community, finding each other, the sacredness of staying committed to something so incredibly meaningful as nature-based education and connecting children to the Mother Earth. The quiet power of this monthly rhythm that we have going, and the option to dig even deeper into the Outdoor Classrooms Teacher Certification Program. So there's avenues, there's paths, there's ways that you can dig deeper. So how belonging changes the work? Ask that question of yourself. How does belonging soften hard seasons? Ask that of yourself. How does belonging remind us that we are not alone? And ask that of yourself. These would be wonderful journal prompts. If you are listening and you had a space like this, that feeling matters. The circle meets monthly. It's a members only group. It's not about content. I mean, there is content, but it's truly about connection. It's actually, the doors are always open. You can join us anytime. You can pay monthly or you can pay yearly. Welcome anytime. But to me, in a world that feels so uncertain, who are you showing up for? And who is showing up for you? Let that linger. Who is showing up for you? We'll talk soon. Bye. Before you go, I want to share an invitation. If you are an educator who knows outdoor learning matters, but you want more structure, confidence, and support, the Outdoor Teaching Bootcamp might be exactly what you need right now. This is a 5-week online foundations course and is the first step in our Outdoor Classrooms Teacher Certification Program. Each week, we focus on one of the 5 phases of teaching outdoors, helping you build a strong, sustainable rhythm for your outdoor classroom. You'll get pre-recorded lessons inside a private portal that you can move through at your own pace, along with 5 weekly live Zoom sessions where we come together to reflect, ask questions, and connect with other educators from all over the country doing this work. If you're curious whether the boot camp is the right fit for you, I'd love to talk to you. You can schedule a one-on-one discovery call with me, Victoria, and we'll think through it together. Head on over to our website to learn more, or we'll have the link in the show notes as well, and see when the next Outdoor Teaching Bootcamp cohort is opening. Thanks for listening and for the work that you're doing to bring learning back into the relationship with nature. So P.S., if you are a Circle member and you are interested in taking the Outdoor Teaching Bootcamp, you get $100 off the price. So there are huge discounts for joining our Circle membership community. So again, if you have any questions about this, schedule that one-on-one call with me and I'd be happy to answer any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.